Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos and Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Lagos State Government holds Agrinnovation Club 5.0. State government analyzes 2025 budget, targets 247 billion naira monthly revenue, and Governor Sanwo-Olu inspects Adiyan Water Project Phase 2. We kick off the program from the agricultural sector. This time, the Lagos State Government has inducted over 60 young agripreneurs into the Agrinnovation Club to help boost food production in the state. The State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusanya, who was at the event, emphasized the club's commitment in making food more accessible and affordable to the people of Lagos, and government will continue to support them to achieve the goal. Please take a look.
It's the Lagos Agrinnovation Hangout 5.0 with the theme Experiencing, Sharing and Official Inauguration of Club Members. The annual event, organized by the Lagos State Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems, has brought together state government officials, foreign partners, young agripreneurs and other stakeholders in the agriculture sector to deliberate on how to achieve food-secured Lagos. The State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusanya, highlights the need to engage young individuals in the agriculture sector.
As a ministry, our mandate is very simple. We want to contribute to sustainable economic growth and the social well-being of the Lagos State people. And we are set out to promote sustainable food value chains or food systems through agribusiness-centric policies. Policies that will help you, policies that will help us, that will impact on quality, the availability, as well as the affordability and accessibility of food to the citizenry. That is what we are about, and that is what we believe the Agrinnovation Club should also be able to do. What is our mandate as a club? It is just to create that ecosystem where you can meet one another, where you can partner. I was so happy to hear that we have quite a lot of fish people in this space. You can start to collaborate to do bigger and better things. You can start to come together to advocate for certain changes you would like to see. You can come together to negotiate even with government on what you want done on your behalf. That is the essence of this club.
Some of those in the sector share their personal experience with kickstarting their agric business and also encouraging individuals who are about to join the club to have a vision for career success.
I'm sure many of us must have had moments when you ask yourself, who sent me this? How? Who sent me? Yeah, I've had so many of such that I would find myself, in fact, I think I enjoy that time when I just sit on the floor. I see, you're just, what is going on? Your hands on your head. But shortly after, what do? Pick up yourself and continue. So it could be that you've had what kind of problems you have faced. It's possible flood, you wake up and flood has taken half of your farm or even 85% like it did for me in 2017. Or sometimes you have products and people just like, oh, what kind of produce did you bring to me? These vegetables are not too fresh, or these tomatoes are somehow. And what are you expecting? That tomatoes or vegetables should be fresh forever? Anyway, but despite these challenges, we are here today because we believe in something greater. The power of agriculture to transform lives, businesses, and of course, our economy. We're all crying about what the situation is, but we here can change what Nigerian economy is all about.
My focus is to raise an army that is going to fight hunger. And that is exactly what the Lagos State Ministry of Agric is doing. So I'm trying to bridge the knowledge gap. I studied fisheries and aquatic biology. Yes, we graduated, we had like 84 in my set. But those of us that are practicing at the moment, we are not more than 5 in my set. And that has been the experience year in, year out. All because the system is not making us see the business of the career And it got me thinking. I said, I need to make it more attractive and make it sexy, like our commissioner would say. And that's what I'm doing. And I have a lot of people too that I look up to. So I started training too. But that little business I started some years back took me to the end of the world, as the US.
Agricultural Councillor from the United States Department of Agriculture and his counterpart from Netherlands commend the Lagos State government for coming up with the Agrinnovation Club.
Conference, workshop, hangout, where people are so excited, people are cheering, never before. Just absolutely amazing. So glad, so honored to be here. You know, a huge shout out to the Commissioner of the Lagos State Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems. You're setting the bar very high for us civil servants because, you know, we're just so used to, you know, reading these big long papers, and you're setting the bar really high. So I'm very happy to be here. You're doing great work.
I'd like to thank you for your kind words on the Netherlands and what we have been doing here in Nigeria over so many years already. And I think we should also all commend you for your role and your leadership, first and foremost, for setting up this wonderful innovation, Agri-Innovation Club. I mean, it's not only a very fun place to be, but it makes so much sense to bring together like-minded people who can compare notes and actually discuss what is really important. And also your leadership for setting up this very interesting, I wasn't aware of that, but I'm a newcomer, the logistics and food hub that is coming up in Lagos.
Some of those newly inducted into the club commend the government and fellow members for advancing the agriculture sector.
As an inductee, even though today is just making it official, I feel excited. It's just a documentation. But from practice and operations, we've been major part of the background work that has been part of it. So this is just, for me, a recognition of what has been done in the background or in the shadows behind the scene. And today, of course, they are bringing us in front of the camera. But that in itself is an acknowledgement of the work that has been done in the background, and a show of appreciation of what we have been doing. So we are excited, and hopefully it will spur us to do even more as young entrepreneurs.
The key things that I've learned from the entire time, I think what really stood out for me is the power of specialization and focus. There are so many times where as an individual you can do so many things, but learning how to hone all your energy and your skills into that one thing that you can now eventually scale up through vision, through innovation, through network, I think that's something that really stood out to me. And what the club genuinely stands for is people just being able to network and meet other people to expand what they're doing, both mentally, physically, and business.
The Commissioner for Agriculture encourages the youth to take advantage of the potential in the agriculture sector and boost food production in the state.
We want to have members that would align with the vision that we have and also have the kind of mindset that we want to propagate, particularly for our younger children. Members of this club, we want them to become ambassadors for the agricultural and food system space and showcase potentials to those in secondary schools, to those in universities, to those even in primary schools, that it is possible to have a career in the food space and still be very profitable, be very successful, and live a fulfilled life.
The event was rounded off with the inauguration of over 60 club members into the Agrinnovation Club, making them certified members of the group that will expand agric produce and supplies in Lagos State.